is at U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. With a chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. Play action. Now it's Murray. Steps away to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Edmonds. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Arizona.
Here's Murray. Screenplay, Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go. Second down. From the gun, Murray. And this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Murray again. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and they'll get him down right about the 20. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And now Edmonds going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10. Now a give to Edmonds. Gets around him. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams there to make the grab. And the Cards have struck first in this NFC title game. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Score Cardinals 7, Vikings 0. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for Minnesota.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Looking to throw on second down. Weiss to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Weiss. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And it will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got it to Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First down, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Edmonds. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And it's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Touchdown! Rondale Moore from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7.
Cardinals 14, Vikings 7. Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Off play action. Weiss. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 59 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Edmonds. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Murray. Being chased out left. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice job there knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left. And I thought maybe he'd think about running with this one, but he uses his vision instead. Finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds there to make the grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Cardinals 21, Vikings 7. To kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Baker on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Off the play fake. Weiss. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Gets through, and now an opening. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Play fake. Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or nope.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going quickly out wide to Moore.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Weiss. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Now Prater to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Our two squads making their final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Weiss. That ball complete to Isabella. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, watch the left, watch the left. Back in 60. I'm going back.
Back to throw. Weiss. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. Operating from the gun. Weiss. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Off play action. Weiss. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. Touchdown, Vikings. C.J. Ham, 34 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Cardinals 28, Vikings 14.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a give, right side. Edmonds. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running left, here's Edmonds. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Edmonds. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Vikings! Well, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him,
And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 112 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
First down.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Murray on the sneak, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead now up to 14.
Next to score, Cardinals 35, Vikings 21. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake. Weiss. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
4.
Off play action. Weiss. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tanner Muse coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. He finds his man complete. That's Hicks. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. He'll buy some time right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd down, Edmonds. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Prater's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. Weiss. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Off play action. Weiss. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3 and he got 3 barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. A little jet sweep to start the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they certainly got dented with that 1st down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second and 4. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
To Chase Edmonds.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Running right on the option is Murray. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They run the counter. Edmonds. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it has been rough sledding pretty much from the start and on into this 4th quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. 18 Rattler.
Looking to throw. Weiss. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. Cook able to escape. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Throwing on first down. Weiss. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Second and 11 at the 41. The Cardinals are headed for the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody.